Once again, good afternoon. Welcome to the second class, lecture 56 of management science subject. So in the earlier class, we have discussed about the topic related to marketing concepts and marketing analysis, right? So marketing concepts and marketing analysis. So in this class, we will discuss the topics of marketing process analysis and also the functions. Okay. Yes. Okay. Check. Okay. So we'll come to topics. So the first topic is exchange functions. Second topic of this one is a physical distribution functions. So in the physical distribution functions, what is the main thing to be discussed here is the physical distribution functions. The main things, whatever we are discussing, is the transportation and storing of the process, transportation and storing concepts, right? So in the transportation, what you have discussed in the transportation, the major concept is moving of the raw materials or moving of the finished products from one point to the other point. So we can write
report Abbo.
okay. So in the physical distribution of functions, we are transporting mainly three items. First item is transportation of raw materials from point A to point B. Second material is transportation of semi-assembled goods from one point to other point. Third point is transportation of finished products from the industry to the warehouses or industry to the suppliers. So like this is the physical distribution functions in that you are having the transportation concept. Next one is storing of the material, how you are storing. So once in the transportation, we are getting the raw materials, we are getting the semi-finished goods, we are getting the final products. These three types of materials, how we are storing. So we are storing this one in the warehouses products until needed for the sale. For example, if you see the Guntur district or in Vijayawada district, at the outskirts of the city or near the villages, you can see number of warehouses. We are calling them as a cold house, cold storage and చెప్తున్నాం. For the FMCG goods and other non-perishable goods, we are storing all the items in the warehouses, warehouse. Whereas for the perishable goods, we are storing all the items in the cold storage. We are simply calling them as a cold storage. So I think generally you have seen the cold storage outside the any towns or cities. On the highways, on the national highways, you can see the cold storage. So what is the main intention of cold storage is there for storing of agro-based materials. What are the agro-based materials? The agro-based materials are your mirchi, your cotton, other spices materials, tomatoes, onions. Like this, we can store those materials whenever we need for the sale, right? So that's why if you say on a Guntur highway, the mirchi and the cotton, every time we are having loading and unloading, loading of the cotton going to the other northeast countries. So like this, the other function of this one is the physical distribution functions. In the physical distribution functions, we are having transportation and the storing of the concepts. Next, what is the third function? Facilitating function. How you are facilitating those marketing strategies. In the facilitating function, the next point is standardizing and grading of the products. So we have to give the standardizing and grading. So what is the meaning of standardizing and grading here? So ensuring that product offerings meet established quality and quantity control, right? Standards of size, weight, and etc. Okay, so what's happening in here? The standardizing and grading concept means, for example, okay, the coming days, the next 20 days, you are getting Diwali festival. So for this Diwali festival, right? For this Diwali festival, all the firecrackers are coming from different areas and coming to some warehouses, coming to the warehouse. So from this warehouse, the distributors or wholesalers go to the warehouses and they will go for the different standards of items. So they will see the quantity, they will see the quantity as well as the quality. So if you have a standard firecrackers, so manaki chinnappa nunchi we are saying standard firecrackers ISI mark. Like that, you are having number of other companies also. Sivakasi products, standard kakunda, you are having various other products. They will see the grading. Grading means what? Similar items we are grading it. So we are grading Paddavi, Chinnavi, Inka Chinnavi. Small, very small, medium, large, very large. For example, if you are having the rackets, you are having your firecrackers rackets. In the rackets, how you are grading? Very small rackets, medium rackets, large rackets, very big rackets. Flower pots kuda, chichubuddi flower pots kuda, you are taking small, medium, large, and jumbo size of things. So like this, you are grading it and you are giving a standardization. What's the meaning of standardization? So that relates to the quality and quality control, right? Next, what's the next one? Financing. Next one is a financing factor. Here, providing credit for channel members or consumers. So financing means providing the credit note istam anamata. For example, if you go to any big super bazaars or any RS Bears or Chandana Bazaars, they will give some sort of discounts or credit note, right? So within 3 months or coupons istaru. So within 2 months or 1 month. So once you shop it for 3,000 or 5,000, we are giving some credit note or we are giving some coupons. So next 2 months low, you have to show this coupon and you have to purchase any item with some discount, right? In the same way, the financing sector, for the financing function, they will facilitate the credit appu istaranamata. They will credit for the channel members or the retailers or the wholesalers, those who are buying regularly in those companies. Next, what is the function? Next function is the risk-taking function. So what happens in the risk-taking function? Dealing with uncertainty about consumer purchases. Dealing with uncertainty about the consumer purchases resulting from creation and marketing of goods and services that consumers may purchase in the future. This is a risk management and in the MBA also, not recently, apart from regular marketing, finance, HR to patu, risk management and separate department or separate concept is there. So what is the risk management here? So the other function, the marketing function is risk taking concept. Risk taking and enti, for example, next pandagalu emana vastunayi anukondi. So whenever the festival comes, so take an example of rice traders. Rice traders example తీసుకోండి. So rice traders ఏం చేస్తారు? Only బియ్యం మాత్రమే రకరకాల బియ్యం అమ్ముతారు. So if you see any rice traders in your town or city or in your place, so whenever the festivals or some any problem, any crisis, వర్షాకాలము లేదంటే some sort of things comes, what happen? ముందుగానే they will forecast. Early in price, they will forecast the future. అంటే పండగ వస్తుంది కాబట్టి and what they will bring all the rice bags from different vendors and they will store in the shop. So what some sort of risk they are taking some sort of, so what the they are else they are getting the rice bags from different vendors with some credit, right? With some credit they are getting those materials. So whenever dealing with uncertainty about the customer's purchases, so customer purchase normal రోజుల్లో నార్మల్ గా ఉంటుంది, పండగలు వచ్చినప్పుడు హడావిడి పెరుగుతుంది. సో whenever there is a crisis or whenever, for example, కరోనా వచ్చిన తర్వాత ఏం జరిగింది? వాట్ ఎవర్ ద స్టాక్ ఇస్ట్, వాట్ ఎవర్ ద perishable goods, food items or any some other items, ముందుగానే తెచ్చి పెట్టుకున్నారు ఫిబ్రవరి మంత్, జనవరి మంత్లో, మార్చ్ వాట్ ఎవర్ ద థింగ్స్ హ్యాపెన్. వాట్ హ్యాపెన్స్ దేర్? అన్సర్టనీ రేజ్ అయింది బికాస్ ఆఫ్ సమ్ అదర్ న్యాచురల్ కలామిటీస్. అన్సర్టనీ రేజ్ అయ్యి, సో వాట్ ఎవర్ దే క్రియేటెడ్ ఫర్ ద మార్కెటింగ్ ఆఫ్ ద గూడ్స్ అండ్ సర్వీసెస్, సో ఫ్యూచర్లో ప్రిడిక్ట్ చేసింది కూడా ఇట్ హాస్ బీన్ కొలాప్స్డ్. అంతే కదా. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇన్ సూపర్ మార్కెట్, ఇఫ్ యు సీ మోర్ సూపర్ మార్కెట్ ఆర్ ఎనీ బిగ్ బజార్ ఆర్ సమ్ అదర్ నియర్ బై సూపర్ మార్కెట్స్, సో they will get the material every weekends or like this, every 3 days or once in a week or twice in a week. So at the lockdown జరిగిన తర్వాత, so none person came outside. At that point of time, what happened? So all these perishable good manufacturers or perishable good shopkeepers, they were in loss. దో దే టుక్ ద రిస్క్ టేకింగ్. అంటే మనకి స్టాక్ ఉంటుంది, నో ప్రాబ్లం, అందరు వచ్చి కొంటారు అనుకున్నప్పుడు కరోనా వచ్చిన టైంలో ఏం జరిగింది? అన్సర్టనిటీ మీన్స్ నాట్ గోయింగ్ ఇన్ నార్మల్ కండిషన్. సో అన్సర్టనిటీగా మనకి ప్రాబ్లం స్టార్ట్ అయ్యి, వాట్ హ్యాపెన్స్? ఇప్పుడు కస్టమర్, ద మార్కెటింగ్ పర్సన్ ఫ్యూచర్ని ఆలోచించి మెటీరియల్ స్టోర్ చేసుకున్నా కూడా, బికాస్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ అన్సర్టనిటీ రైజెస్, ఆల్ దోస్ మెటీరియల్స్ హావ్ బీన్ వెయిట్. సో దట్ ఇస్ రిస్క్ టేకింగ్. ఉండొచ్చు, ఉండకపోవచ్చు. కస్టమర్ని ముందుగానే ఊహించుకొని, కస్టమరు మా షాప్లో ఇవి కొంటున్నారు, సో దట్స్ వై ఫ్యూచర్లో ఇంకా ఎక్కువ కొని పెట్టుకుందాము స్టాక్లో. దట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ రిస్క్ టేకింగ్. నెక్స్ట్, సెక్యూరిటీ మార్కెటింగ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్. సెక్యూరింగ్ మార్కెటింగ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్. నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ఈస్ సెక్యూరింగ్ ద మార్కెటింగ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్. Collecting the information about the consumers, competitors, channel members for the use of marketing decision making. It is very, very important for the shopkeeper. So how you are securing the marketing information? సో మీరు ఎప్పుడన్నా మోర్ సూపర్ మార్కెట్కి వెళ్తే ఏం చేస్తారు? మీరు ఐటమ్స్ అన్ని కొనుక్కున్న తర్వాత దే విల్ స్టార్ట్, ఫస్ట్ మీరు కౌంటర్ దగ్గర రాగానే దే విల్ స్టార్ట్ ఆస్కింగ్ యూ టెల్ యువర్ ఫోన్ నెంబర్. వన్స్ యూ టెల్ యువర్ ఫోన్ నెంబర్, all this database will be sent to the one software person. So they will send every time the messages, alert messages, that next Friday, Saturday, weekends, so we are having so and so material discount, so come and shop. Or else next festivals lo we are having so and so materials, come and shop it. Or just open these links, you can see what are the materials discount em istamu. Or they will say these items are readily available. So collecting the information about the customers and giving the responses for their feedback. And also the competitors, ఎవరైతే కాంపిటీటర్స్ ఉన్నారో they will collect the information. పక్క సందులో సేమ్ షాప్ ఉందనుకోండి, you are having one rice merchant shop, in the 2 streets తర్వాత again other shop is with the rice merchant. So what type of companies they are getting, what type of trading, what type of company brands they are getting, what you are getting. So you have to get the secure information about the competitors and channel members for the use of decision making. అంతే కదా. ఈ ఊర్లో ఈ టౌన్ లోపల, లేదంటే ఈ సందు లోపల ఈ మెటీరియల్ తెస్తే పక్క సందు ఒక 3 days తర్వాత వాడేం తెచ్చాడు. సో యూ హ్యావ్ టు గెట్ ద ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇండైరెక్ట్లీ, దెన్ యూ కెన్ మేక్ ఎ డెసిషన్ మేకింగ్. నెక్స్ట్ ఏం చేయాలి? సో లైక్ దిస్ ఆర్ ద వేరియస్ మార్కెటింగ్ ఫంక్షన్స్ those you are prevailing for every concern business firm. Every business firm కి the marketing functions అనేవి ఇవే ఉండాలి, రైట్? Maybe the exchange of functions, that is buying and selling, physical distribution functions, and facilitating functions. So the 8 functions are buying, selling, transporting, storing, standardization and grading, financing, risk taking, and securing marketing information, right? Next, the marketing process can be divided into various phases. నెక్స్ట్ కమింగ్ మార్కెటింగ్ ప్రాసెస్ అనేది ఎలా జరుగుతుంది? సో ద మార్కెటింగ్ ప్రాసెస్ ఈజ్ లైక్ దిస్. ఎలా జరుగుతుంది మార్కెటింగ్ స్ట్రాటజీ? ఫస్ట్ వన్ ఈజ్ స్ట్రాటజీ ఫార్ములేషన్. ఒక బిజినెస్ పెట్టాలనుకున్నప్పుడు, ఒక మార్కెటింగ్ చేయాలనుకున్నప్పుడు ఫస్ట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు మెయింటైన్ స్ట్రాటజీ, రైట్? ద డెవలప్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ ద డెవలప్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ ద broadest marketing business strategies within the longest term impact. So we have to develop a broad market business strategy. So we have to develop a broad market business strategy within the longest term impact. So once you started some sort of a setup, you should not go for a short term, 6 months, 1 year, 1.5 year like this. So we have to think in the longest term impact. How whenever you are doing or keeping a business in a town or a locality, you have to see the impact of the So you have to show the difference to the public on what strategy you are keeping the business. Means the developmental growth, the marketing strategy, consumers, how you are attracting, the advertisement, how you are giving. All these things you have to keep in mind for the longest term. Means the long period we have to think and we have to act it. That is the first marketing process. What is the second thing? Marketing planning. So what is the meaning of marketing planning here? The development of longer term plans, the development of longer term plans, which have generally stronger impact than the short term programs. So in that way, you have to go for the planning strategy. So in the marketing planning, you have to plan for short term programs as well as long term programs. So the long term program should study it based upon the prior experience or the experience what you are having. And also the short term impact should not affect the long term impact, and also the long term impact should not affect the short term programs. And what's the third one? Third one is marketing, programming, allocating, and budgeting. So the third process is programming, allocating, and budgeting. So here what it is doing is, here also the development should be done. Development should be done. The development of short-term programs. For example, if you see any discount, so discounts there will be short-term. But if you see in some shops, if they open any garment shop, button shop, garments means simply your clothes. If anyone opens a garment shop, third day they will start saying that they are having 20% discount, 50% sale, like that. So a normal person or normal consumer, if he is having good enough brain, how foolishly he will think that shop it in a second day or third day, how a person give 50% discount or 30% discount. That is a foolishness. That is only the strategy of a vendor. Vendor means a shopkeeper. Ammevadu. Vendor means Ammevadu, right? So the concept of a vendor, how to attract the public. And they will say, for example, if they bought for 1,000 rupees, for example, they bought 1,000 rupees material, 5 packs of jeans pant for 1,000 rupees. So each pant is 200 rupees. So if they are selling MRP rate is 600 and they are saying 50% discount, 300, 100 rupees is profit. So like this also they can see different strategies, but we cannot question the vendor. So this is the profit you are getting, this is the loss you are getting, this is the percentage how you are getting. Why? Because we should not dare to ask such type of questions. Why? Because it is unethical thing. If you are interested to purchase an item in the shop, just go and purchase and ask some bargain. Interest లేదనుకోండి, just leave it. But you should not say openly that I know that how you are getting, నాకు తెలుసు how you are getting the product, ఎంత ప్రాఫిట్ వస్తుంది నాకు తెలుసు. If you're interested, buy this. If you're not interested, don't argue with the person, just leave the space. So the development of short-term programs, which generally focus on integrated approaches for a given product and on the allocation of scarce resources such as sales effort or product development time across various products and functions. So whenever the products are allocating to one marketing concern, so how the products are scarcely available. So some products, some resources are in lack, some resources are in demand, some resources are scarce, కొన్ని products దొరకవు. Some resources are in demand, such as sales effort. So if you see in some sort of garment shops, at certain season, discount will be high. At certain season, discount will be low, and some season no discount. And also the sales effort also will be different kind, right? So correctly, if you go for in a festival time, definitely you'll get number of discounts, and also the persons and also the manpower will be more. The strategy will be totally different. When in normal conditions, when in normal conditions, when in normal conditions, the strategy will be normal will be different. Will be different. So like this, the marketing processes will be different for different organizations. Next, marketing implementation. Next concept is marketing implementation. The actual task of getting the marketing job done. And what is the main concept of What is the main concept of keeping a business? To get a profit, to do the business. So how you are implementing marketing implementation? This is the actual task in a marketing job. The actual task is implementation of the marketing for any commodity. Next one, monitoring and auditing. Monitoring and auditing. So what is the meaning of monitoring? What is the meaning of monitoring and auditing? What is the meaning of monitoring and auditing? The review and analysis of programs, plans, strategies, to access their success and to determine what changes must be made. Okay, na? So monitoring means every time we have to keep an eye in the market, what products are going on. కొత్త products ఏం వస్తున్నాయి. So you have to see only your area. You should not see other area. For example, if you are having a garment shop, you should not go for any electronic items or any scooters or any cars or any some other. You should keep and you should have some information, but you should not go for review analysis. You should not go for deep analysis. So మీరు ఏం బిజినెస్ చేస్తున్నారు? రైస్ ట్రేడర్స్ చేస్తున్నారు అనుకోండి. మీకు ఏ ఊరు నుంచి ఏ రకాల బియ్యం వస్తుందో దాని గురించి you have to go for the updates. You have to go for reviews. You have to go for the analysis, monitoring and auditing. How you are auditing? How much amount of material has been got? Last year sales ఎంత జరిగింది? ఈ ఇయర్ సేల్స్ ఎంత జరుగుతుంది? నెక్స్ట్ ఇయర్ సేల్స్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది? పండగ టైంలో సేల్స్ ఎలా కొత్తగా స్టార్ట్ చేయాలి? రైట్? If you see any super general market and general, if you see any grocery shop, main intention is for the fancy regular routine items. So in some cases in the fancy shops also, some items which are not related to the fancy shop also, you can see that type of items also. You have to keep a separate review process, separate analysis, right? Separate plans and strategies to access their success and to determine what changes must be made. So we have to monitor your business. You have to go for auditing of your business, inspection of your business, and we have to determine what changes should be made in the future. Depends upon your reviews and analysis. Okay, na? So reviews are only not for movies. So recently, if you see in online, and movie within 1 or 2 days, you can see the reviews, you can see the ratings. So this type of reviews and ratings also, business firms you can use, you can apply, right? So only business, only movies sambandhinchina, it is not correct. So if you go and see, watch the books also, you are having magazines, Business Today, right? Right? You are having Business Today, business.com. Like this, you are having business books also, where you can see the reviews, everyday reviews, everyday analysis for different giant or big firms. Simply your stock exchanges చూస్తారు కదా, బాంబే స్టాక్ ఎక్స్చేంజ్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది. Every day you can see the up and downs of the share market. In that share markets, you cannot see normal shops, whatever you are seeing on the roadside. The big commodities, big firms, you can see like Nestle, Procter and Gamble, Britannia, Parley, Reliance Industries, Lakshmi Metal Industries, right? Your cars showroom names, right? Your Jindal Steel, Vizag Steel, Dauber. Like this, we can see number of items. Sixth one is analysis and research. The deliberate and careful acquisition and examination of qualitative and quantitative data to improve the decision making. So in the sixth process, in the sixth strategy, analysis and research. So for example, you are having a spices. Make a spices shop. Spices means cashew nuts, almonds, your som, your kiwi, your dry fruits, everything, all dry fruits, you are having a shop. So you are giving at one rate, half kilo or 200 grams, like that. So if you see the analysis, if you see the market survey, go to any more supermarket or a big supermarket, you can see the rate of the cashew nut. So definitely different prices. So the grading, the size, the color, the packing, everything gives the difference in the rate. So if you are if you are having thorough knowledge and you are doing a thorough research and analysis about any one product, you have to get the qualitative and quantitative data. So Simple example, if you see, once upon a time, 1 liter water bottle, 1 liter means 1000 ml. 1 liter water bottle is 20 rupees. 20 rupees మీరు ఎక్కడైనా తీసుకుంటారు. If you go to any bus stand and ask for 1 liter water bottle, they will give 22, they will ask 22 rupees. Why? Because it's a bus stand, something they will say. Or if you take another example, I personally met with an experience that if you are purchasing any Lays, Kurkure or some sort of snacked food, so see the packing, what is the grams, how much grams you are having, what's the rate. For example, if you're having 18 grams of Lays packet, 20 rupees outside. So e bus stand, other places low, you have some problems are getting. Some of the cases have been also raised in the consumer court. So that's why what they are doing is 18 grams of, listen the example, 18 grams of Kurkure Lays, Kurkure gani, Lays gani, whatever it is, wrappers, 18 grams is 20 rupees. And make bite market low, konukunte, the same thing 18 grams, right? So then if you see in bus stands also, bus stand, they will see the rate will be 18 rupees, but they will ask charge 2 rupees extra, that is 20. Then there is no problem. There is no problem of questioning why you are taking 20 rupees. So instead of taking bottle price is 20 rupees, 22 rupees MRP kante ekku ammite, you can case a file. And meeku chaala chotla meer movies, if you go to cinema theater also, మీకు మూవీ స్టార్ట్ అవ్వకముందు కన్జ్యూమర్ అఫేర్స్ గురించి వేస్తారు ఒక యాడ్, రైట్ ఆర్ రాంగ్. సో ఎంఆర్పి రేట్ కంటే ఎక్కువ అమ్మితే యూ కెన్ మెయిల్ అస్, యూ కెన్ కేస్ ఎ ఫైల్ అనేసి. సో దట్స్ వై వాట్ దే ఆర్ డూయింగ్. సో ఇఫ్ దే ఆర్ ఛార్జింగ్ సో అండ్ సో గ్రామ్స్ తగ్గిస్తారు, రేట్ పెంచుతారు, రైట్. సో ఇఫ్ ద సేమ్ థింగ్ హ్యాపెనింగ్ ఇన్ అవుట్ సైడ్ మార్కెట్ ఆర్ ఇన్ ద అదర్ ప్లేసెస్ ఆఫ్ మార్కెట్, రైట్. Then if you see the relationship among the 6 parts, what are the 6 parts here? The 6 parts are strategy formation, marketing planning, marketing programming allocating, marketing implementation, monitoring and auditing, analysis and research. You are having a vice versa relation among the 6 parts. What are the 6 parts? Okay. So if you see the strategy formulation is, after making the strategy formulation, you are going to the planning for the business, that is marketing. How to market your product or a service. So once your marketing planning is done, so what you are approaching for budgeting, you are approaching for programming and allocating of the products and services, right? So once this has been done, once this programming, allocating and budgeting, everything is done, it is ready for the implementation, right? It is ready for the implementation. Next, once the implementation is done, you are going for what? You are going for monitoring and also the planning also. So మీరు వర్చువల్గా ఒక ప్లాన్ వేసుకుంటారు. Then you are monitoring and auditing whether your planning is going exactly what you are planned. So physically exactly అదే జరుగుతుందా లేదంటే వేరేగా జరుగుతుందా. So these 2 things are monitored and will be audited. So auditing అనేది you can do on your own. Whenever you are having a small shop, ఒక చిన్న షాప్ ఉందనుకోండి, you can do your auditing. So whenever the business firms are big supermarkets, big enterprises, big private limiteds, auditing will be done by separate CA person, right? Computer chartered account person. So this monitoring and auditing will be sent to the research and analysis wing, right? Research and analysis. This research and analysis wing, what they will do, in central system lo undi, they will check the strategy formulation, how they are going with the marketing planning, whether they are going in a good way or wrong bad way, how they are programming and allocating and budgeting, how they are implementing. So this will be seen by other process. So if you are having a small firm or a small shop, so for a small business shop or thing, this setup is not required. Okay, directly this setup is not required. But if you are maintaining a good firm, a good business firm, long-lasting business firm, a private limited, or maybe a big firm with a supply chain things, logistic things, so services, you have to keep separate department. So like this, the research analysis wing, R&D department, the sales and distribution auditing department, right? The physical process departments, right? The marketing. So like this, you have to keep different departments for any organization if you are running in a large scale. For a very small scale, so there is no require of all these things, but you have to keep in mind how to get the products, who are your competitors, who are your stakeholders, with what product, with what amount you have to sell this product with margin, profit margin, right? So you have to think in all these aspects. Next to 350, 355. Okay. Next. So next, coming to the concept called marketing analysis. Next concept is marketing analysis. So what is the meaning of marketing analysis? You have to go for a thorough research of any product, what you are selling or what you want to check. So a general process of marketing strategy development, right? It is a general process of marketing strategy development. So ముందు మనం చెప్పుకున్న మార్కెటింగ్ ప్రాసెస్ ఆఫ్ స్ట్రాటజీస్ ని how you are developing, this is simply but analysis. So the analysis should be very rough and fine way, so that you can say how the market happening in the area, in your area. For example, if you are taking your area, మీ ఊర్లో ఒక చిన్న ప్లేస్ తీసుకొని ఒక మంచి మార్కెట్ జంక్షన్ తీసుకొని, ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు కీప్ ఏ సర్వే ఆన్ ఎ పర్టికులర్ ప్రోడక్ట్, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ బట్టల గురించే ఒక సర్వే చేయండి, యూ కెన్ కమ్ టు నో దట్ వాట్ హ్యాపెనింగ్. If you want to keep a survey on only perishable goods, that is fruits and vegetables, ఎలా వస్తుంది, ఎలా వెళ్తుంది, you can make some survey and analysis, right? So like this, a process of marketing strategy development is nothing but marketing analysis. So in this marketing analysis, the five major areas you should be get some clarification, right? Under the marketing analysis, five major areas of analysis underlie marketing decision making. Okay, so marketing low decision making. So if you go to Vijay, okay, so in the future, if you go to Vijayawada, what is a big market? We can say that Kaleshwar Rao market, right? KR market, open market. If you go to Hyderabad, what is a big market? Koti, Sultan Bazaar, Charminar. So these are all the open side markets, right? So if you want to make a survey on clothes, bangles, or some other food items or any fancy items, it is very hectic risk management concept, right? All the small merchants, small business persons, they will go to Kaleshwar market, they will purchase the items, they will keep in the scooters or in a van, or that is a wholesale market. They will take all the products and they will buy from them and come to their own places, and they will keep a business setup, or they will keep those products in the shop. So that is one type of business. So if you see the other type of businesses, so if you are having a firm with a good GST, good finance and good everything, auditing everything, a paperwork. So for example, if you are the dealer for any cycle shop or any scooters, what you will do, you are not supposed to go to the area. So only the thing is consignment, invoices. So keeping the invoice and getting the material and dumping in a warehouse or a godown, and you are selling the products. So that is one type of doing the business, right? So here you have to take for taking a decision making under marketing analysis, you have to study the 5 C's. What are the 5 C's here? First C is customer. Second C, you have to study about the company. Third thing, you have to study about your competitors. Fourth thing, how your collaborations with other things. And the fifth one is the context. So these are the 5 marketing strategies where you have to explore your marketing skills, right? So what are the 5 C's? The customer needs, the company skills, the competition, the collaborations, and the context. Excellent words. What are the customer needs here? Consumer needs or customer? Consumer or customer is the same. What needs to be seek to satisfy? Customer satisfy cheyadaniki, vaani avasaralu teerchadaniki, what are the things we have to acquire? You have to think in that way. If you are a businessman, what needs to be seek to satisfy? For example, go to your DMart or go to your Reliance, the big bazaar in the Guntur. సో డిమార్ట్కి వెళ్ళి యూ విల్ గో ఫర్ పర్చేస్ ఆఫ్ యువర్ గ్రోసరీస్. బయటకు వస్తారు, ఆటో ఎక్కుతారు, వెళ్ళిపోతారు. సో బయటకు వచ్చి ఆటో ఎక్కి స్కూటర్ తీసుకుని వెళ్ళిపోతారా? నో. అవుట్ సైడ్ యువర్ బిగ్ సూపర్ మార్కెట్స్ యూ కెన్ సీ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఫుడ్ ఐటమ్స్. స్వీట్ షాప్ ఉంటుంది, ఐస్ క్రీమ్ షాప్ ఉంటుంది, బేకరీ ఉంటుంది, దోశ షాప్ ఉంటుంది, రైట్? యు ఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఫుడ్ ఐటమ్స్ విచ్ ఆర్ అవైలబుల్ ఆన్ ద in the parking area. So it is must, it is mandatory? No. Only thing is marketing strategy. Only thing is making a business. So మీరు షాప్ అంతా మొత్తం 3 ఫ్లోర్స్ తిరిగారు, మొత్తం షాపింగ్ చేశారు. సో మీరు అలసిపోయారు, మీకు రిలాక్స్ కావాలి అంటే మీరు అనుకున్న ఐటమ్స్ అన్ని కొన్నారు, మీకు ఒక సాటిస్ఫాక్షన్. లేదంటే మీరు ఫ్రెండ్స్తో వెళ్ళారు, షాపింగ్ చేశారు, అలసిపోయారు, సమ్ చాట్ తినాలి, ఫుడ్ ఐటమ్ తినాలి. సో ఆర్ కమింగ్ డౌన్ వైల్ గోయింగ్ అవుట్ సైడ్ ఆన్ ద రోడ్. ఉన్న పార్కింగ్ ఏరియాలో దే విల్ కీప్ సమ్ స్టాల్స్ అండ్ దే విల్ డూ ద బిజినెస్. యూ విల్ start doing those also. You will use those products also. So in that way, what needs to do, we seek to satisfy. So we have to think in that way, right? Second one, company skills. What special competences do we possess to meet those needs? So whatever the customer needs satisfaction, what are the special competences do we possess? If you see in some business criteria, in one business modules, in one business cases, business people or manufacturers will ask the customers how the product should be, how the selling should be, how the feedback should be. Is there any changes in that? Please write to us. In some cases, they will think in the shoes of a customer. Ante customer position lo undi, a manufacturer or a businessman will think in the customer ఎలా థింక్ చేస్తాడో, the manufacturers also will think in that way and they will provide the services to the customers, right? So if you see any, for example, if you take any biscuit packet, Maggi packet, or some other eatables, if you see the back side of your Maggi packet or your biscuit packet, if you are having any complaints, please write us to అని చెప్పేసి ఒక కస్టమర్ కేర్ నెంబర్ ఆర్ ఎనీ ఈమెయిల్ ఉంటుంది. ఎవరన్నా చూసారా? I will show you for the next time, right? And what is the third one? Competition. Who competes with us in meeting these needs? ఎవరు కాంపీట్ చేస్తున్నారు మనతో? ఎవరు కాంపిటీషన్ వస్తున్నారు? నేను తయారు చేసిన ప్రోడక్ట్కి ఎవరు కాంపిటీటర్స్ వస్తున్నారు? సో ఈజ్ దేర్ ఎనీ ప్రాబ్లమ్ విత్ ద కాంపిటీటర్స్? ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, ఇఫ్ యు సీ యు ఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ Maggi company noodles, in the same way Patanjali noodles, in the same way you are having Fistus noodles. So each business is having its own funda, right? సో మ్యాగీ నూడిల్స్లో ఒక రకంగా టేస్ట్ వస్తుంది, పతాంజలి నూడిల్స్ తింటే ఒక రకంగా టేస్ట్ వస్తుంది, ఫీస్టస్ తింటే ఒక రకంగా వస్తుంది, ఇంకో ఫుడ్స్ తింటే ఇంకొక రకంగా వస్తుంది. లైక్ దిస్ యూఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ వేరియంట్స్. సో యూ హ్యావ్ టు సప్రెస్ ద కాంపిటీటర్స్ అండ్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు మూవ్ ఆన్ ఇన్ యువర్ బిజినెస్. ఎవరి బిజినెస్ వాళ్ళదే. ద కస్టమర్స్ ఆర్ డైవర్స్ లొకేషన్స్లో డైవర్స్ మైండ్ సెట్స్లో ఉంటారు కాబట్టి some people will like Maggi noodles, some people will like Fistus company noodles, some people will like Patanjali noodles. So Patanjali will say Patanjali products are good for health, that's why buy Patanjali products. Maggi will say Maggi products are very tasty and juicy, buy these products. Fistus will say our products are very juicy and our products are very tongue twisting, or where our products are very colorful. So each business firm has its own strategy. Final thing is what? Customer has to choose which product. That's why if you see the car companies also, you are having number of car companies. You can purchase those products. So there is no demand or there is no commanding of buy only this product. That is monopoly. That should not be there. Next one is collaborations. Who should we enlist to help us and how do we motivate them? So collaborations means, for example, you are making some homemade food at your house. మీ ఇంట్లో మీరు హోమ్మేడ్ ఫుడ్ తయారు చేస్తున్నారు. వాట్ ఆర్ ద హోమ్మేడ్ ఫుడ్? సమ్ జంతికలో, స్నాక్స్, స్వీట్ ఐటమ్స్, లడ్డు, సంథింగ్ యు ఆర్ డూయింగ్. సో మీకు ఒక చిన్న లోగో పెట్టుకొని మీకు ఒక చిన్న మార్కెటింగ్ చేసుకున్నాం. దీనికి మీ ఫోన్ నెంబరు, ఎంఆర్పి, డేటు, చిన్న మీ కంపెనీ నేమ్ లేకపోయినా స్మాల్ సంథింగ్, సో గ్రో హౌస్ అని పెట్టుకొని నీట్గా ప్యాక్ చేసి నీట్గా కటన్ బాక్స్లో రెడీ చేసుకొని యు ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు బిగ్ సూపర్ మార్కెట్స్. మీ ఊర్లో ఒక 3 సూపర్ మార్కెట్స్ వెళ్ళి దీస్ ఆర్ ద ప్రొడక్ట్స్ వాట్ ఐఎమ్ డూయింగ్. So I will supply to your company regularly, your shop regularly. So if you are making a tie-up with that, so simply we are calling them as a collaboration. How you are collaborating with the bigger shops and how you are doing the business. So whom should we enlist? So if a competitor businessman ఉన్నాడు అనుకోండి, he thinks whom should we enlist? వాళ్ళకి more supermarket కి, big bazaar కి, some other supermarkets కి definitely they require vegetable vendors. Vegetables వాళ్ళు తయారు చేయరు. So they will tie up with a long collaboration. They will tie up for long collaborations with the farmers and they will ask the vegetables, right? So whom should we enlist and to help us, and how do we motivate them? వాళ్ళని ఎలా మోటివేట్ చేయాలి for long collaboration కి చేసుకోవడానికి, how to collaborate. Next one is context. What environmental factors limit what is possible? Say that is cultural context, technological context, or legal context. So with this, the time is up. So we'll discuss this in the next class, tomorrow's class. So once these classes are uploaded in the YouTube, I will send this link to your WhatsApp group. Open this link and see the information. So those who are not regular in the class, please forward this link to other people so that they can watch. They will understand the concept. Okay. So these 2 videos will be uploaded in the channel. So have a nice day. Thank you for being in the class. We'll meet tomorrow.